Hey, let's talk about Susan Black because I know that you're probably really excited to talk about this because this was some great news that came out on Monday. No idea what day it is. I think it was Monday.
Monday, yeah.
Yeah, new executive director of Liverpool Women. Obviously, she's been working in the communications department. I know she's highly respected at the club, and you could tell by the words that Mike Gordon said on the piece that went on the official website how much he thinks of her. And obviously, you put something out on social media. So, can you just give us a bit of insight into how you two will work together in particular, and also how she will go about her job role and what kind of personality she is as well?
So firstly, it's a great step in the right direction for us to have a leader like Susan. I've known her for a couple of years. I've worked with her, and she's been a good soundboard for me when I stepped up into this role. And she's very much supportive of women in sport as well, especially women in football. She's been at the club. She's part of the furniture now. She's very, very well respected across all department and with ownership. So I think it's a real key appointment for us. Really looking forward to her now pushing us on and building new foundations for us, better structures for us going forward. So, I mean, I could talk all day about the type of person she is, but she's I say this to my team all the time. It's about we, not me. And I think Susan is about we, and she's come in straight away. She's already had a conversation with my captain and vice captain and spoke about exciting things that we'll be looking to do going forwards. Myself, Susan, and Mike Gordon are in a group, and we communicate quite a lot. So those channels are open. The club really do care about the women's section. We don't want to end up what happened a couple of months ago. We want to make sure that our future is bright, and it's up to Susan to lead the way. And she has my blessing to do that, because I know I've got every trust in Susan to make sure that we have everything we need, so there's no excuses and we can succeed on the pitch. So long may this positive step forwards continue.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm going to put you on the spot here, but you mentioned there that the sort of the group that you've got there with kind of Mike Gordon and obviously Susan and yourself. What kind of like discussions are taking place? Can you tell us anything about sort of plans maybe for the future of the women's team, or
they just generally care. One of the big things that have happened recently that they've solved is the training pitch. We've just employed a groundsman, which is fantastic, and the pitch now is like a carpet to train on. It was something that I was disappointed with, and I think these little things, the changes that Mike has supported, Susan's board now driving, it's how it should have been in previously, but now we've got it. It's fantastic, and I've got every confidence in ownership and in Susan that we're going to get to where we need to do. But like I said, there's a lot to do, and we can't just click our fingers and everything to be done. But we're going to be moving in the right directions. There's lots of good things that are happening behind the scenes. Myself, my captain, my vice captain, and the backroom staff are in a good place, feeling confident that we've got all the support we could possibly ask for from this club. So yeah, it's down to us now to make sure we perform on match day.
Well, let's talk about match days, because we know the first two games of the season. That's all we know so far. But as you said earlier, we've got Durham at home first, which is great to be playing at Prenton Park first, isn't it? And then London Bees next away from home. But let's just talk about Durham first, because obviously they had a fairly good season in the Championship last season, and it's certainly not an easy first game, is it? But like I said, I bet you're happy to be at home for that first one.
I'm just delighted for us to play our first game, to be honest, because the 23rd of March was the last time we played. So I think a lot of teams will be like that up and down the country, whether they're in the Championship or the WSL. So it's great to get the women's game up and running again. That's the first celebration. Secondly, yes, Durham, going to be a tough game. I think they're a unique team. They don't lose players, they retain players, which means they've got real good foundations built from previous years. And the real fighters, the front foot players that are determined to win battles. So that's going to be tough. But, we're on our home pitch, and I'm delighted we're going to be playing on our new home pitch at Prenton, because it's a fantastic surface. We played Brighton there in pre-season, and it felt good to be on that pitch, not like it was last season, which we won't talk about too much. But it is. I think it's going to be one of the best pitches we play on this season, and I'm looking forward to being there to start our campaign.
Yeah, and London Bees next as well. They're another team who had a fairly solid season. So that's not going to be an easy game either, is it?
No, and we're just focusing on Durham for now. As soon as that game's done, and it's on to London Bees and so on and so on. And it's every game at a time. That's what we'll do, because that's the way we're going to focus and shut everything else out. Everyone knows within our camp what our goals are this season. Individuals know what they want to achieve, and then as a collective what we want to achieve, but we weren't going to say them out loud. We'll say them within our analysis room, and we make sure that every game our standards are the same, and we can't afford to get complacent in this league, because there's some fantastic teams, there's some fantastic individuals and some great coaches in this league. There's also other challenges that we're not used to, like playing on 3G. So we've just got to make sure that if we control what we can control at the best of our ability, and we'll be okay. I have every confidence in this team. We're in a great place. They've got a great support behind them. They just got to go and execute it now on game day.
Yeah, let's go and have some fun. Well, you mentioned it before about the pressure that's going to be on Liverpool. Obviously, I know you've said this loads of times before on record, but just playing for Liverpool Football Club anyway, there is a lot of expectation, a lot of pressure. But there's no denying, is there, that given the quality that's in this squad, that there is going to be pressure on them to win the league this season. So is that something else that you're going to have to, you and your staff are going to have to work hard in terms of making sure that the players don't feel that pressure or that expectation from outside?
I think we've got our own pressure because we're perfectionists and we want to be perfect in everything that we do, in every key moment, in every moment of the game. Every training session, we want to be perfect in everything that we do. So with that brings its own pressure. Yes, it's a powerful badge, but to pull that shirt on without hearing anything outside of our camp, there is pressure.
Yeah.
So, and the ones that start, there's pressure on them because there's players on the bench that are desperate to wear that shirt on match day. So I'm not bothered about external pressure. The good pressure is within our camp, and that's because we have high standards. So as long as we stick to our high standards, then there's no question around what we'll achieve this season.
Good. That means we can keep talking on here about how you're going to win the league and it won't affect you. So that's good. Let's talk about the Conti Cup draw, because obviously when that came out, that was yesterday, wasn't it? When that came out, there was a lot of raised eyebrows because you're in Group C with Everton, Manchester United and Manchester City, which is a nice, easy group of death. But yeah, obviously, I bet it's kind of a mixture, isn't it? I mean, it's a tough group, but it's also an exciting one as well, isn't it? Because there's lots of big players and lots of big games in that group. So I bet it's kind of a mixed reaction from you.
I'm delighted with it, to be honest. You'd say if we had an easy group, you're going to meet them anyway. So why not play them in that group? I think it's good because, look, we were upset because we got pulled out of the WSL by the FA. That's the top and bottom of it. Well, now we're playing WSL teams in the Conti Cup, so that's great because then players are developed because they're stretched, and you only learn when you're stretched. I think we've excelled in pre-season against tough teams. Hopefully that will continue. There's going to be challenges around what we prioritise because sometimes we'll have 3 games in 7 days, so we'll have to manage players' minutes. But I trust our players in our squad that we can rotate it and compete. Yes, it's going to be tough in the Conti Cup. I'd love to shock people and get some wins against those big teams. I back ourselves as a big team. So, yeah, we'll see. But look, it's just one of those things. It's something, again, that we couldn't control. But we'll always prepare in the same way, whoever we're facing, whether it's Man City or whether it's Lewes on a Sunday. It doesn't matter, or Lewis, however you want to say it. And we'll prepare the same way.
Yeah, and I guess the sad thing really is that there's obviously a Merseyside derby in there, and the last one that we had was against Everton at Goodison Park back in November. So there's probably not going to be a chance for that again this season, given obviously the situation with coronavirus and everything that's going on. So it's just a bit of a shame, isn't it, that these games could potentially be played behind closed doors and without fans there, because you're going to miss the fans, aren't you?
Oh, we'll absolutely miss the fans. Our fans are very special to us, 100%. We have some loyal fans that turn up every week, and our girls can hear their names being sung on match day, and I think it's great for them. They deserve it. Do I think we'll play at Anfield or Goodison? I don't know. I have no idea. I'd love to, but it'll be sad to play at those stadiums without fans, because we've seen it the first game of the season for the Women's Super League last year when, you know, Stamford Bridge was played out. We saw the Etihad played out. This is great for the women's game, and that's, you know, when you see 25 to 30,000 people coming out to watch professional females play the sport that I love, I think that's a fantastic celebration. So, yeah, the sooner we can get fans back to watching our players, the better. But obviously, it needs to be done in a safe manner, and I think that's the main concern, that we can't rush into these things head first. We've got to go in feet first and make sure it's safe. But I'm sure the clubs and the FA will get it right when it's right to open those doors to fans, and hopefully it's soon, because we will certainly miss them